Imagine waking up every day with a single burning question tearing at your mind. How the hell do startups actually find those first 100 users? That number you dream about isn't just digits on a dashboard. It's your lifeline, your validation, your ticket out of obscurity. But no one told you how bloody hard it really is. You're not just fighting for attention, you're battling silence, indifference, and the crushing weight of an empty inbox. You know your idea isn't just another gimmick, yet everywhere you turn, the world feels locked down on repeat. Ads that no one clicks, social media posts lost in the noise, cold emails evaporating like smoke. It hurts. It's lonely. It's maddening. And you feel like you're screaming into the void. But here's the brutal truth. Those first 100 users won't come from hacks. They won't come from shortcuts, luck, or pretending to be something you're not. They come from raw, relentless, unapologetic human connection. Every single one of those souls who say yes to you first, they're your allies. Your tribe. The first sparks that can turn into a raging fire. If you're stuck chasing numbers without meaning, you're missing the whole point. Those 100 users, they need to feel seen, heard, and needed. Not like targets on a spreadsheet, but like the rare, brilliant few that they are. They're the ones who believe in something new when nobody else does. And finding them means stepping outside the comfortable lies the world feeds us. Forget going wide. In the beginning, narrow is your weapon. Find your edge, your niche, your people, who burn. Not mediocre, not casual, not interested. They have to be the ones who will bleed for change alongside you. Seek out the underground forums, the tight-knit subcultures, and the tiny pockets of passion where your product's heartbeat syncs with theirs. Don't spray and pray. Hunt quietly, deliberately, fiercely. Every interaction counts the way seconds count in a race against time. Show up in conversations, not as a seller, but as a creator who gets their pain, someone who's breaking the same chains. If you think your product is great, prove it by being the first to live the experience with your users. Not a distant voice, but the guy or gal in the room. Begin with empathy so raw it stings. Ask the burning question, what keeps these rare people awake at night? What's the frustration they carry silently? The problem no one else dares to solve? Your job isn't to shove your solution. Your job is to dig so deep you unearth their story. That's where magic is born. This problem you're solving, it's not about your code or features. It's about their life getting better, easier, or freer because of you. When you can translate that with brutal honesty, you don't need fancy campaigns or millions spent on ads. Their curiosity pulls them in like gravity. Launching to friends and family? Forget it. Your first 100 real users are not locked in your circle. They're out there bleeding for the same breakthrough, and you'll find them through curiosity-driven outreach. Dive into platforms, even niche Slack groups, obscure subreddits, industry discords, where your people whisper, complain, or celebrate. Don't ask for signups. Offer a doorway to something they didn't expect. Conversation, insight, a raw prototype. Demand their feedback before launching, and you'll gain users who are invested, not indifferent. That's your leverage. When they shape your product, they become your champions, not just numbers. But here's the spine-chilling part, not often spoken. Building user love is warfare, and the battlefield is trust. Trust isn't won with slick marketing or viral loops. It is earned with brutal transparency, with rapid cycles of listening, learning, and delivering. When a user hits a wall or a bug, answer immediately, fix it fast, and communicate like their time is as sacred as your vision. Every slow response is a seed of doubt. Every silence, a crack in your foundation. Your early users must sense that you're not just building a product but a promise you will keep because failure is not an option, not on their watch. Then there's the power of storytelling. Humans don't fall in love with features. They fall for narratives. Tell the story behind your idea, why it exists, what challenge you broke your back to solve. Pull in your struggles, your doubts, your moments when nothing seemed possible. Stories build bridges where statistics fall flat. Be uncomfortably honest about the grind. Show the wake-up calls, the sleepless nights, the near misses. Your vulnerability isn't weakness, it's the tether that connects your users to your journey. Remember, obsession fuels momentum. You can't half-ass this or wing it. This is not a marketing campaign, it's a calling. You must chase every quiet lead, reply to every DM, and build relentless momentum, one human at a time. If you neglect this early dance, if you expect users to arrive by magic, you're voluntarily surrendering your fate. But if you choose to chase them down, to bleed and build with those rare 100, you sculpt a foundation so solid that markets and millions will follow. One last piece. Pay attention to the unexpected pathways. Your first 100 users may not come from where you expect. Sometimes it's a single influencer who posts about you in passing. Other times, it's a user who designs a workaround for a function you missed. Be ready to pivot your outreach when the pattern appears. Sometimes your network's edges hold the first breakthrough. Your job is to stay open, stay hungry, don't cling to assumptions. Your real users aren't waiting, they're watching. When they see your fire, they'll jump in. But if you're hiding in comfort or copying formulas, they will pass you right by. This early stage is no place for comfort or consensus. In fact, the whole world around you will scream that what you're doing is impossible, unnecessary, or just noise. Don't listen. Your first 100 users exist because you know freedom from that noise is possible. These early users are your rebellion, a collective refusing to settle for what is. They want the future you're crafting, and they will fight for it with you. So be sovereign with your ambitions, be critical with your insights, and be patient in your grind. The long game isn't slow, it's strategic endurance. You're not just looking for users, you're looking for sparks to ignite a wildfire. The real power is in how you treat these first 100. Cherish them, talk to them, learn from them. They will teach you what no research ever can, the pulse of your future tribe. When you build this real connection, growth becomes inevitable. It becomes contagious. The journey from 0 to 100 is not a hurdle, but a sacred rite, one that separates those who build the future from those who chase shadows. So start obsessing over the right things. Relentless empathy, human trust, savage focus on a niche, storytelling that cuts through the noise, and a refusal to rest until you hear that first yes echo back. This is where your startup isn't just an idea, but a living thing. A new possibility breathing life into a world that desperately needs it. Own this moment. Get ruthless with your outreach. Burn your comfort zones. Those first 100 users are waiting, not for a product, but for a rebel willing to remake the rules. You're that rebel, and the fight starts now.